Yeah, fancy logo, whatever. Right, let's go on with this. Our first question is from Green of Tree, Black of Blue, with a thick Irish accent. Alright then. Andres Dom asks, are you going to do any more Gemini 985 videos? Yeah, I don't know if we'll be doing any soon, but that guy is funny as fuck, so I'm absolutely going to go back to him and make another animation at some point. Adam asks, whereabout in Scotland are you from? East side, son. Did I seriously just fucking say that? Captain Izzer asks, why is Matt, Pat and Wooly the main subjects in a lot of your videos? Well, basically it comes to the fact that a lot of people want to see that from me, plus I actually watch their content a lot, so I find myself wanting to make content off them, if that makes sense. Plus they have a lot of clips that are just hilarious that I've got a ton of ideas for, basically. Pepperoni asks, what is the hardest animation you've made to date, and which is the most fun to do? Love your content, man. Keep up the awesome work. So I think the hardest animation, as in the most time, well, it's a difficult question because there's animations that I've made that I've spent a shit ton of time on that I just haven't released. Well, there's one specifically that is a TF2 video that I made years and years ago, and that took like on and off like 3-4 years, and I just never released it. Mainly for the reason of I lost interest, and partially because the animation kind of looks like shit now because over the 3 and 4 years I think I've got better. I mean, I hope, and now that I watch it I just think this is absolute trash. I'll probably release it at some point though. And the most fun one, that's an interesting question. I guess the most recent one, because I probably laughed the most when I was animating it. Just all the different scenes and the way they came together. I really enjoyed the way that one turned out and the editing I put in it. So yeah, that one. A Dreamer asks, favourite Best Friends Let's Play? Oddly enough, Silent Hill 2, I think. It's a lot different from their other Let's Plays, and I always find myself going back to it. It's just really relaxing to have in the background. There's a lot of other ones that I find like really funny, but I always come back to the Silent Hill 2 one. Half Cassie Santi asks, what got you into animating clips from other YouTubers like Super Best Friends? Was it because you felt bad at how lame and bad at the video games they were? Love your videos, keep it up, bud. Well, of course, they're absolutely fucking terrible, I just had to. So, the first animation I made was of Game Grumps. At the time, I was dabbling in Source Filmmaker, and I basically needed a topic to work with that I wouldn't get bored of and I wouldn't get sick of animating. Animating Let's Players, that's the great thing, because as you're making it, you're obviously listening to whatever clip you're animating. So you choose a clip because you enjoy it, and then you animate it, and it's fun to animate because you enjoy the clip. So, plus, you know, a lot of people care more about the animations you make when it's of a specific group or people. So making animations for a certain fan base is rewarding because you get a lot of feedback. Whereas if I were to make a random animation of a guy doing a flip, I'd probably get 5 views and somebody would say, please give Fortnite video. Yeah. Zalin asks, what is one of your favourite animations? Your work or other artists' work? I don't know if it's a two-part question, but I'm just going to make it one, I guess. My personal favourite one is the Lucky Ted one. I love the way that that animation came together. It wasn't difficult to work with, I wasn't frustrated in it all. I just kind of kept going as I was animating it. I didn't feel like I was stuck at any point. Plus it was fun to animate Pat getting stabbed in the stomach and thrown across the map. So that was fun. And everybody seemed to enjoy it as much as me, so that's a good thing. And as for my favourite animation from someone else, I think it would have to be Plague's Man vs Wild animation. That animation was fucking hilarious, and it keeps being hilarious every time I go back to it. You should check it out. My dick! Mark asks, are you planning to expand your ideas and work on other SFM projects besides Super Best Friends clips? Yeah, of course. After the most recent clip, I'm going to be making a lot more on other Let's Players, and even some original stuff. So look forward to that. Certainly, whatever. asks, how'd you get your username? Well, before my current username, I would use the name G218, and that is basically my initials plus the numbers 118 from an insurance ad that said 118118.com. I wasn't very creative, and to be honest, I'm not very creative now. Google it Gareth. Basically, I wanted something next to my name that sounded goofy, and something that went with Gareth, I guess. There wasn't a lot of thought put into that one either. Josh asks, which whiskey and also do you drink beer and which beer? Usually I'll just get Jack Daniels, I guess. Or it depends how much money I've got on me, I might get some cheaper, I don't know. And do I drink beer and which beer? I don't really drink beer, no. If there's like beer at a party, I guess I'll drink it, but I don't really drink it outside of like parties and shit. Neon Ice Cavern, ooh, cool guy, subscribe to him, watch his videos, he's fucking awesome. Asks, which is the true Bowsette? Bowsette with blonde hair, light skin, or red hair with dark skin? Honestly, I couldn't say. I'm really into any of them, really. Whoa, hold on. Yo, easy, hey, alright, dark skin I guess. Jesus Christ. Benjamin Flowers says, I just have to say that I love your accent, please talk more. Thank you. And also I'm super happy you're deciding to make this YouTube thing a full gig, so congrats on that. Thank you again. As for my question, the music nerd in me wants to know what kind of music you like, I guess. All the best. Well, thank you for the kind words, and it's pretty scary going into this as a full-time thing, but I'm determined to make something out of it. If it doesn't turn out to be something, I'll just work a retail job for 40 years and die lonely. So the question, what music do I like? Carpenter Brut, Perpetrator, David Bowie, I actually have a list. Let me see. YT Gettingsberg, I guess, says the Sarah Best Friends are totally gonna roast your Scottishness, but hey, maybe a good animation idea might come from it. Well, you know, I doubt they'll even notice. Honestly, they'll probably bring it up at some point and say, wow, I didn't know Google Gareth was Irish or some shit. That just seems like the kind of thing they'd do. And you know, to that I say fuck them. Go095 says, might! Anyway, I want to ask where you got the custom model and how you do custom SFM animation. I am having a hard time making one. So the custom models that I use are basically just retextures of existing models. For instance, Pat's model is just an enhanced engineer model that's available on the Steam Workshop and it's been retextured. Same goes for Wooly as a Delman and Matt as the soldier. And how do you custom SFM animation? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. If you mean just how do I do animations, put a lot of work into it and then you cry and then you go back to it and then suddenly it turns into an animation. That's how it works usually. Jordan Allen asks, do the people of Scotland prefer to be called Scots or Scottish? Probably either or, though I'd imagine more people would accept Scottish over Scots because we find a reason to argue about absolutely anything.
Damn Scots! They ruined Scotland!
You Scots sure are a contentious people.
You just made an enemy for life!
Breezy Cheek says, oh shit, you're Scottish. Mental. Oh, it's fucking mental, mate. Can't believe it. Alex asks, new punch or old punch? Also, can you put Postal's ass in one of your videos? Honestly, between you and me, old punch. But after the current shit that's been happening, any punch, because there's as much problems that I have with the site, I don't want to see it go. I spent too much time in it. And I don't think I'll be seeing that ass in any of my videos. Sorry. A German Spy, oh hello dude. Should check out his channel as well, guys. He's got some pretty awesome stuff. He says, you have a fantastic voice and I'd love to hear some more live commentaries from you sometime. Thank you very much, dude. I do also have a question. How and when did you first develop an interest in SFM? And what led you to focus on the best friends in particular? Thank you for your consideration and please keep up the excellent work. Thank you, dude. It's good to hear a comment from you. As for the question, it basically started off from watching Gary's mod videos when I was younger. I always wanted to make Gary's mod videos ever since I watched those videos, but I didn't have a PC at the time. By the time I did get a suitable computer, Source Filmmaker was out, so I just naturally jumped to that. But the only real reason I animated the best friends was because of a previous question video when someone brought them up. I only watched a couple of videos at the time, so I didn't really know exactly what they were all about. Eventually I started watching them and I enjoyed them, and eventually I started animating them, for the same reason that I started animating Game Grumps. Crazy Boris Productions asks, would you ever consider doing paid SFM movie commissions? And how difficult is it to make a character model from scratch? I've actually thought about it. I think I will at some point. The thing I'm focusing on now though is just getting into a rhythm of releasing videos on my channel, and once I get the handle on that, I'll think about doing commissions outside of that to see if I could manage it. As for the second question, I don't make character models, so I wouldn't know. I'd just retexture them. And finally, from Evo Paladin 11, in regards to the big crossover video that you made to celebrate your recent milestone and show off your avatar model, I have one question. What was shouted at the end by the new avatar model?
I want you.
Yeah, sometimes I forget people can't understand Scottish too well. And that's all the questions we've got. Thank you for sending in your questions, everybody that did, and I hope I answered them well enough for you. And finally, to end the video, I'm going to set up a poll for everyone for my next animation. There's a choice between Freeman's Mind and Video Game Donkey. I'll put a link in the description and you could vote for which one you want to see next. I'll be doing both at some point, but the poll is based on what you want to see first. So go ahead and vote, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. And to end the video, I figured I'd give you guys a poll to see. No, stop saying poll, 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 poll.